Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel. I am Don and you are watching Don's DIYs. Today we are going to be working on the Jeep again. We are going to adjust the headlights. After I have installed a 35-inch tire and I put a 3.5-inch AEV lift onto the Jeep, it's time to adjust the headlights. I should have done this right after I adjusted it, so guys, don't be lazy like me. Get those headlights adjusted to where they need to be at. Anytime you do any type of suspension work, you get new shocks, you put new tires on. It just takes a few minutes to adjust them. Learn your vehicle and how to do it. Today I'm going to show you on my 2016 Jeep Wrangler JK how it's done on it. So right now I'm going to show you the tools that you're going to need to complete this task. Okay, today's tools is not a lot. You're going to need a T15 Torx head. I'm going to use the screwdriver. It's just easier for me. I have it. If you guys don't have it, a regular bit with an extension will also work too, so you could use that. You're going to need a roll of tape. I suggest painter's tape or duct tape, something that's sticky but not too sticky, because you're going to be taping on your garage door or a flat surface. You're going to need something to mark on that with. I have a pencil that is a really dark pencil, so this is going to work great for what I'm going to do. You're going to need a tape measure. I have a 30-footer here. You're going to be measuring out 25 feet from your flat surface, and my application is going to be the garage door. So you got to be able to measure out 25. If all you've got is a small one like this, you're fine. Just measure out 25 feet. It's going to take you 2 or 3 times to extend it out, but get as close to 25 feet as possible because of the measurements that you have to make. So we're over here at the light now. I don't know if you guys can see it, but there's a little bitty dot. I'm trying to get it to where you guys can see it in the middle of your headlight. Mine is right underneath my finger. There's a little circle there, and that is the center of your headlight from side to side. That is the center, and from up, top to bottom. That's the center of your light. That's where the center of your beam comes out. You're going to need to measure that beam, measure that spot. Okay, so now we're going to measure. I got 43.5 on the driver's side. And now we're going to do this side. Yep, we got 43.5 on the passenger side. So we have the measurement of 43.5 inches. We're going to transfer that measurement to the garage door when it gets dark. We're going to put tape up, get us a decent line. I'm also going to try to measure between the lights and get the distance between them and add that also to the door. It's not critical that you do that, but it's going to give you a good, reference point. So we're going to do that. We're going to, we got to wait for it to get dark. I'm going to pull my wife's vehicle out of the way, close the garage door, put it up there, and videotape the best I can with what light I have. I have a couple of new lights that if they work out really well tonight, I will do a video on them. I was planning on doing, I've been working on a video to do with the I keep saying it wrong, AEV lift that I put on the Jeep. I put a 3.5-inch lift. Really like the lift. To me, it gave it actually a better ride than stock. It smoothed out the bumps. It's so much of a softer ride than the really hard stock. A lot of people get the new Jeeps, guys that love them, you see them in these car lots. They're almost practically brand new at the car lots. People get them, they go, oh, that's what I want because everybody has one, and they realize it is not a go to the banquet type of vehicle. It's an off-road vehicle. It's made for off-road, and a lot of people can't stand the rides on them. So when I put the new lift on, I did a lot of investigations on it and come up with that lift. But in the midst of doing all of that video editing, it took me just a little over 19 hours to do the lift. I had some help with the back end, but the front end was all me. Did it by myself. A lot of cables, a lot of ratchet straps, and it took me right at 19 and a half hours to install the lift myself. Something I would never tackle again. I would wait until I had 2 or 3 friends to help me, but it was something that had to be done in one day. Well, in the midst of editing all that video, I lost it. It just, your lessons learned. Never delete it from your card. Always, download it and save it. I deleted it from my card. And then when I was editing, I did something and I lost it all. So soon I'm going to be doing a walk around. I've got to do a tire rotation. So in the midst of this tire rotation I do, I'm going to do a video on what it looks like underneath there and any problems that I may have had, which is none. I haven't had any. I love it. A few rattles here and there that's a little different. Got up underneath there and found a few things that I had missed. So I tightened them back down, torqued them down, and I haven't had any problems since. But that'll be a different video. Today's going to be about the headlights. So the only thing we need is for it to get dark. So I say, get dark. Whoa, that was quick, wasn't it? It's dark now. I got some lights set up. You're going to get some flicker from the LEDs that I'm using until I get some better lights. But this is the best that I've got right now. They seem to be working really well. At least you can see me. Let's put it that way. I'm still learning how to set these things up. I need a bigger one to go up top that's going to shine down on me. So I'm working on that. And but I've got 3 little ones here that are kicking some light on me. So and will show, when I'm working on a vehicle, if it is dark, that I can show exactly what I'm doing. So I'm gonna get my wife's car moved out of here, get the garage door shut, get the Jeep in the middle, and we're gonna go from there. And I'll come back to you guys when I get all that done. So let's get to it. Okay, found the center of my door, which is right here where the mark is at from years of going up and down. I think there's something in there hitting. I'm gonna have to check it. I got a couple extra lights. I got this light shining down on me that's magnetic. I got it screwed magnetic. It's magnetic and it's stuck to the metal door. So center of my door, my Jeep's pretty close to the center. I'm not gonna fuss it too much because I think it's dang close. So first off, we're gonna put us a piece of tape on center. Again, this is just my way of doing things, guys. Find out what's best for your vehicle and you go with that. Okay, that's my center mark. That's gonna give me something to line up to when I pull the Jeep up and get her straightened down at 25 feet. So I know that it is, you're gonna have to excuse me, 38 inches across. So that's what, 19 a piece? So I'm just gonna go, ooh, wait a minute. 19 across. And put another, I'm using long pieces of tape. That way I can put my measurement where it goes. So in there will be, pretty close. We'll do the same thing on this side. Off the center line I created, we'll go 19 inches. So that's pretty much what we're doing right there. So now what we have to do is we have to find that 43 and a half from the ground, which is way up here. All right, there's 43 and a half. There's 43 and a half. Okay, now they say at 25 feet, your car should drop down 2 to 4 inches. Let's just say we're going to drop ours down 3 inches. So 41 and a half is what we're going to do. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to cross over. We're going to put this on the bottom of the tape. We'll use the bottom of the tape. On the 41 and a half, we'll come over here, do 41 and a half. All right, so our tape is our center. Center of the tape, center of the bottom of the tape, center of the tape is our mark. You know, we're just going to, again, this is not an exact science. So we're just going to do the best we can with what we got. So there we go. Now, we're going to get the Jeep set at 25 feet. And then I'll come back to you guys. Okay, you see I'm walking around in front of the light. You can see it's considerably higher. The center, you can see where it bulges up right above the line. Let me see if I can get my finger over here. Oh, too far. Right in here, you can see where it bulges up. That's going to be the center of your light. Okay, so we're pretty close. I mean, we could be off here or there, but I think we're pretty close as far as that. Now, what I need to do is take you guys over, because I never showed you where you put the screwdriver in to test this. So I'm gonna take a light with me and show you guys where the Torx T15 has to go to adjust the lights. Okay, I hope you guys can see this. All right, so where it goes, it's at, like, let's say 2 o'clock is in this side of the light. A lot of people take off their grills. I don't know if it's because of me having the aftermarket mean grill, but I can really see how easy that just went in, and that's where I'm gonna adjust the headlight at. So I mean, to me, it's that easy. That's the reason why I really like these skinny handles or shafts on these handles. And you can get right, it's like 2 o'clock on this side, and I'd say 10 o'clock on the other side, if this would be the face of the clock. So this is like at 2 o'clock, and the other one would be at like at 10 o'clock. So that's where you got to go to adjust your screw. Counterclockwise is up. Clockwise is down. If I'm wrong about that, I will change it on the next time I start adjusting it. But that's what I've read and I've seen videos on. Counterclockwise raises the light, clockwise lowers the light. Again, if I'm wrong on that, I will let you guys know. Okay, you just see me walk in front of the light. So now we have, what I've done is I've covered up. Let me check this. I'll show you. I've covered up the passenger side light. Watch the difference. Was there any difference to you guys? See that? I've covered up the passenger side light so that I'm only working on one. So this is the driver's side. All right, so we're in. So like I said, counterclockwise is lower. Or I'm sorry, counterclockwise is to raise it. Clockwise is to lower it. That's what I've seen, so that's what I'm going to try. Okay, so clockwise raises it, counterclockwise lowers it. You see that, guys? You see it lowering? That's counterclockwise. We're lowering that light way down. See that? We're getting it back down here where it needs to be so that we're not blinding people when we're driving on the road. Look at how much that had to come down. So we're going to put what I'm seeing is a reference line right there. I mean, once I get it on the street and drive it, I may decide to lower it some more. But you can see I'm right at the bottom of that line now. I could probably stand to come up a little bit with it, but for me, it's better to be low than it is to high. So now I'm going to move to the other side. So I'm going to get the blanket off of the passenger side and put the blanket on the driver's side. Wow, you can really see how much more that light is up. So now we're going to get in here. Okay, we're in the adjustment screw. So we're going to turn counter. Look at it drop down. Look at it drop down. That's what we want. Dropping down a lot. So we're going to get it down here. We're pretty dang close right there. We may go a little bit more. See, I just went a hair more. So let's uncover the driver's side. So we have actually went, let me get this thing off. We have actually went from about right here to down to here. Do you know how much difference that's going to make on the roadway for people coming at you? And that's what we wanted to do. I'm really liking that. I like the way it looks. Let me get my fat body out from in front of the camera or in front of the light. Is that awesome or what? How long did that take us? Just a couple of minutes. So that was quick and easy. That did not take very long to do. The biggest part was waiting until it got dark. But hey, when you got this clapper, but no guys, seriously, I should have done this a long time ago. My fault. Anybody that was driving out there that my lights were hitting, sorry. You know, I'm lazy sometimes. And so I got it adjusted. I really like it. Tomorrow we'll take it for a test drive. Me and my wife and my mother-in-law are going to go to dinner, and we'll see how many times we get the lights flash status. But other than that, that is it for this evening. So you guys, as always, be safe in your shops. Be safe when you're driving out there on the road. And when you're on the trail, stay on the trail. Peace out, all.